Fifth annual Lake County Film Festival started yesterday and runs through March 3rd at mostly like CLC. And we say hello to one of the directors who has a film in the Lake County Film Festival, Amy Axelson. Good morning. It's you and who's your co-director?
Kimberly Weatherall.
Kimberly.
Hi, Tom. Hi, Lisa.
Good.
Hey.
How are you doing, Amy?
Good. Thanks for having me on.
Well, I had to. I worked with your mother years
I
ago,
know.
so
Well,
when she pulls the former coworker card, I have to go with it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to make her mad. Her mom, Barb,
Yeah.
did your mom tell you what she did?
No.
Crashed into my car at the radio station when we worked
Nice.
together.
Oh, no.
It was parked. I wasn't even in it. So, darn stationary vehicles.
Yeah. Well, they don't get out of the way.
Well, that's why I'm having Amy on the show, though, is because I don't want Barb to come over here and smash my car again. You know what I'm saying? Wow. I mean, she did a number on it. Now, how old are you?
I am 35 years old.
35 years old, and your movie is a short. It's going to be opening for a feature-length film at the Lake County Film Fest, right?
Right. It's a feature-length film called Road to Victory, and it's about a gentleman who has problems functioning sexual because of steroid use.
Amy, we don't care about that film.
I know.
We only care about yours. And your movie is now, how long is your movie?
It's 19 minutes long, and it's a short film called Why We Wax.
Why We Wax. So I'm like, wait a second, I want to. Now, what is it? It's a documentary?
It is, yeah. It's a short documentary, and it's very funny.
Is it meant to be? It's a humor type documentary. It's
Ended up being that way, yeah.
When you started it, was it going to be a humor type documentary?
Yeah, it's kind of a takeoff of Why We Fight.
Okay.
So it looks at the whole industry of Brazilian waxing.
Oh, so
Which
it's not
is
waxing everything. It's Brazilian wax. It's
Brazilian waxing specifically, and then we talk about manscaping. We talk about how it's creeped into men's lives.
Yeah. My
talk
wife
about
is
the
always
history.
wanting me to get cleaned up, and it's just very nervous about any of that
You
there.
should be.
Now, I got to ask you: are you a victim? I mean, are you?
I have been several times.
Really?
And the problem, every time I get it done, and every time my girlfriend, she had it done, it's kind of the story of her experience.
Mm-hmm.
While you're in the room, you're like, why am I doing this?
Right.
Why am I doing this?
I'm never. Is that more painful than getting other areas waxed, or?
It is. You see, you black out.
Women go into shock, I hear.
Really?
You do.
Yes.
Lisa is totally Ukrainian on this. So,
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
right.
She's like, you'd be like, whoa, what the hell's going on there?
Right.
But and do you actually come to in 18 minutes? Can you come to a conclusion as to why that is done? Where did it ever become more appealing, or is that the gist of the film?
Well, we talk about the history of waxing, how it started. It's been going on for thousands of years. A lot of people like to blame men for this, kind of Playboy magazine. People like to blame Playboy magazine. It really started out thousands of years ago with the Egyptians, and it's kind of, they did it for health reasons.
That's why they walk so funny. That's why they say
Exactly.
walk like an Egyptian. It's because they were itching so badly.
Exactly. And, the Middle East has been at odds with Bush for thousands of years.
What? Yeah, and it just carries on today.
Exactly.
She's talking about the president, of course.
Of course. Of course.
So,
the Egyptians came up with this, and it just it stayed. It never went away.
It stayed. And now, in the 80s, it came to New York. The J Sisters in New York popularized it, and obviously Sex and the City has had a big impact.
So, like in the 70s, everybody was still full on.
It was a free-for-all.
Yeah, it was all like Lisa is now.
free-for-all.
Yeah,
It's like
and then in
Lisa.
the 80s, it came back around, and
Right.
now is it more people do?
You have no idea.
yeah.
Your mother might wax.
Well,
Well,
It's very popular because of Sex and the City. It really outed the whole experience. A lot of people. We interviewed a younger girl who her and her girlfriends went to prom, and before they went to prom, they all got Brazilian wax.
well, but isn't this saying to your parents, "Hey, I'm going to get a Brazilian wax"? Wouldn't your dad be? Why? Hello,
Right, right.
Nobody's.
Yeah, I would freak out.
Yeah, I'd
Right.
be like, well, guess what? No, you're not, and now
Right.
you're not going to prom.
Right,
You know?
exactly. And we want to bring awareness to the issue, so parents are aware that their children aren't just going to the salon and
Right.
getting their hair
Well,
cut.
shouldn't it be that you
Well,
need
it's a form.
that you need parental consent before?
We talk about that. We talk about, did you fill out a form? And a lot of them haven't,
Yeah.
and
But, is it a legal thing?
It is legal.
Before
It
somebody
is.
under the age of 18 has their kibbles and bits shown out in public, and people are working in that area, I think that parents should have to know that, right?
I think so too. And we do address that, and we I don't know if it actually made it in the film, but we talk about, is there a form that they have to fill out? Is there any kind of consent form? A lot of them don't.
Have you seen your own film? You just send it off to the editor and you were done with it.
No. It was 36 hours of footage on Brazilian waxing. We cut down to 19 minutes.
Yeah. Now the film is called Why We Wax. It's part of the Lake County Film Fest, which started yesterday.
Right.
Runs through March 3rd at CLC. 2 chances to see it. One on Saturday, one on Sunday. I'll give everybody that information when we get done talking with Amy, so that if they want to go see it, they can. When you get into a film fest like this, because you're in this, and then you're in the one in Florida, and then you're going to be out in Phoenix with this. When you're in a film fest like this, and it's an 18-minute film, what are your hopes on this? Somebody will see it and say, "Hey, do you have more footage? Can you make that into a feature, and we could market it for you?" Or are you hoping like the documentary channel will pick it up? Or what are your or that somebody will really like it and give you a shot at making a full length thing? Or what are your hopes with something like this?
Well, something like this is actually obviously exposure and distribution. We're hoping obviously HBO may want to run it, or yes, the documentaries on Sundance Channel.
I love those channels. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's fun and it's short and it's a fun little.
I think you swore and your phone stopped you. But so you're hoping that it'll get out there and people will get a chance to see it. Oh, that's cool.
Exactly.
Now, if people want to see it, can they still get tickets for the screenings this weekend at the Lake County Film Fest?
Yes, they can.
All right. When is it on Saturday?
On Saturday, March 1st, it's at 7:40.
7:40 Saturday night.
In the Bodrack Room.
Okay.
And on Sunday, March 2nd at 3:20.
3:20 on Sunday. I think I'm going to go to the Sunday one.
You should.
And it's at CLC in what's the name of the room?
The Bodrack Room.
The Bodrack Room. Okay. And how do you get tickets for something like that?
You can get tickets online at the Lake County Filmfestival.com.
Okay.
You can get and you can get spent at the door as well.
Have you seen what movie? Because it's 18 minutes and then there's a full length one after. Have you seen the movie after? Because I would be inclined to go see Why We Wax from you and Kimberly and then get up before the feature goes. But do you know what the feature is? You said, and have you seen it?
The Road to Victory. I have not seen it. My first time I will be seeing it is on Saturday, but I am looking forward to seeing it and finding out about steroids and
you have to say
performance.
That. Come on, you have to say that. All right.
Right.
Well, now listen. When you get your big deal and you're making full length things and stuff, can I be in one of your films, one that doesn't involve waxing? With acting and stuff. Can you do that for me? Okay.
Yeah, we can work that out.
Something that doesn't involve waxing, though. Okay.
You sure?
Yeah, no. All right.
Do you manscape?
Not at all. My wife wants me to, and I do not. Now, did you come up with I don't want to spoil the ending or anything. Did you? I just want to know if in the film you come up with a conclusion as to why we wax. Is there a summation at the end or anything?
There is a gynecologist who gives her input on the safety of it and the myths and risks. There's a former esthetician who talks about why she thinks people do it, and there's individuals who speak to why they do it.
So you come up with all the answers, but basically
yes,
not
one
locked in for sure.
Right. She's got their own thing.
Don't spoil it. Don't wreck the ending. Okay. All right. Amy Axelson, you and Kimberly, good luck in the Lake County Film Fest and all the other film fests. We expect to hear big things about you and your films in the future, and hopefully not all of them will involve such evil, sadistic pain. Or, whatever floats your boat.
Okay.
All right. LakeCountyFilmFest.com on the internet. Do you have a website for your stuff, Amy?
Yeah, www.whywewax.com.
Whywewax.com. I'll put that on the show blog today too.
Hey, Amy, for your next one, which I thought I heard was the art of the vasectomy. Tom said he wants to star in that one.
No. Excellent.
All right, thank you, Amy.
Thanks, Tom. Thanks, Lisa.
She does not speak the truth. Whywewax.com or LakeCountyFilmFest.com. That would be fun to watch.
It would be very interesting.
Although at times you're like cringing and looking away. 95 WIIL Rock, the Rock Station.